You ready, Zaza?
Yeah, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm auctioning someone off right now. I'm ready. Let me invite you. Let me invite you. Yeah, let me invite you.
All right.
You trying to FaceTime call me?
No.
Yes, you did. That's why it says miss FaceTime call.
I have to hit it. Wait, turn your mic off, bro.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Howell throwing on third down here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let him get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Howell going to go for it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, they'll run with Gore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back to throw, Purdy. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Purdy. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rice. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 6 yards away. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The tackle by Arik Armstead.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. On first down, it's Purdy. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Frank Gore taking it in from 24 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10, Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Dante Whitner. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On first down, it's Gore. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Gore. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Touchdown! George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Cooking this, man.
Following the touchdown, Badgley
Mic
out
off.
there to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Purdy now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Shotgun now with Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for two here. And they go with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. So they get two more on the board here just before halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelce, 41 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Powell throwing for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Purdy's throw complete there to Rice. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That'll be caught by Rice. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
There goes Jerry Rice again, racking up catches in bunches. His 1,549 catches, a whopping 224 more than the next closest guy. The great Tony Gonzalez, a terrific tight end.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Gore again here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Frank Gore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. 3 quarters in the books. Badgley now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 30 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
36. Vikings, 22.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2nd and 10.
King on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 30 yards. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 22.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Koo now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Niners 43, Vikings 29.
So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Randy Moss. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Purdy looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
When you're trying to create space that close to the goal line and you run quarterback sneak, sometimes you don't get much momentum built up. That one was totally stacked up.
Yeah, no momentum whatsoever and no yardage whatsoever. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here's Howell. Finding Kelsey. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. So it's a win for the Niners here. And it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing